Hey guys, so real quick, I just want to bring something to you guys because I did a one-on-one session. I did a few one-on-one sessions today, and one of them was for someone. I'm not going to go into full detail on what we talked about, but a quick rundown, something that I thought I would share because I tend to hear this a lot, whether it's in the mentorship program or whether it's just somebody asking questions or in a session, right? How can I make 10K a month on the market? And a lot of people aim for that 10K because a lot of times people are trying to replace jobs. You got people who are trying to replace more than one job. And I'm not going to say 10K is a big number. It's not a big number. And I think it's like that's about how you think about it. And of course, breaking things down into more attainable numbers. And that's pretty much, what we were doing. And this is something that I do. Like if I say I want to make $1 million a month, how much do I need to make a day to reach that? How many products do I need to sell to reach that? How much money do I need to make per trade to make that? Like break it down for yourself to make it more attainable, okay? I never say something is a big number. I never say, oh, that's a lot. I always say, okay, cool. That's what you want. Now let's create a game plan to figure out how I can get that. And that's how you should really think about stuff, okay? So 10K a month. The first thing kind of had to look at was how much she was starting with. But a 10K a month is approximately $333 a day, right? But on the market is what? That's about 20 days. So that's about, you're going to need to make about $500 a day to hit that 10K if you're looking to do it in trading. And so where's our notes? I'm just going to go to the main part that I was writing down in our notes, okay? When I was pretty much trying to break down to her, this is what you will need to do. And you would kind of need to create a system and a game plan for yourself to do it. One trade, of course, that brings you back about $500. But the thing is, it is the amount of capital that you put into that trade. What is the position size? Will this position size even allow you to hit $500? Is that delta high enough? Where are you on that option chain? Because of course, as we know, our delta let us know how much we're going to make. But even if we have a high delta, do we have enough contracts in order for us to see this amount of money in terms of depending on what you're trading and how it moves? Okay, so one trade, $500 is possible, but you definitely have to be on the right stock, have the right strike. You have to catch a decent enough move, and of course, that delta needs to be where you can actually see your trade moving. Now, of course, the second option would be two trades at $250 per trade. This goes to the same thing with the first one, but of course, you can bring it down a notch, okay, just a notch, because you're going from 500 on one trade to 250 on multiple trades, which is just two, okay. And of course, we have something that could be a little bit more attainable, which is 5 trades at about $100 in profit. Now, the only thing that I say with that is that you don't want to find yourself saying, okay, now I do say break stuff down to make it more attainable, make those numbers, more achievable for you or however you think about it. Don't go chasing trades, okay? Don't just go hopping into trades hoping you can make 100. You need to have a key system in place, I guess I would say set up, but a strategy that allows you to effectively make your moves without trying to chase something just to hit your $100 or $500 goal on a day, okay? So either way you go, whether it's one trade, two trades, or 5 trades, your system is important. The setup that you're looking for is important. Whether you are going into a trade, you want to see a high probability setup. You want to be sure you're at a key level, a good strike, and a good delta to be able to do this. Now, I also got to go into it with the fact that, hey, we will not win every single trade. We're going to win some and we're going to lose some, right? So, yeah, saying, oh, you might have a better shot at making $500 from 5 trades than you would making $500 from one. It just all depends on what you're trading in that particular environment, okay? So, that was something that I definitely wanted to share when it comes to setting a goal. It's just like break it down. Understand how many trades you need and find a system for yourself to be able to do that. The system is going to be so important. It doesn't matter how much you're going for, whether it's 5,000 or 25. 100 a month. Okay, you got to have a system, and key levels are going to be everything. Especially if you're doing something like SPY. Okay, you don't want to get in midway. You want to get in when that thing gets back to a key level, whether it's support, resistance, wherever you are on the chart, so that you have the chance of catching a decent sized move to where you don't have to sit there in your trade all day to hit your goal. Okay, so whatever your number is, break it down. Break it down into these attainable numbers for yourself. And it doesn't have to always be 10K. From our one-on-one session, she's already hit her other goals, 2,500 a month, 5K a month. And so now we were pretty much creating this full-blown roadmap to get into 10K, right? So I ain't gonna put everybody in her business. That it was definitely a good meeting. Definitely a good meeting. And I wanted to kind of bring a snippet of that to say, whatever your goal is, set your target and break it down, and then look into what systems you're currently doing and ask yourself, is this going to work for the particular target that I have, for this particular trading goal that I have? Because your system is going to be everything in being able to reach your goal every single month.